rabbit dance song that people recorded quite a lot way back in the 50s and 40s, probably, whenever recording became available. They started recording a lot of songs, powwow songs, and all kinds of Lakota songs. And so anyway, one of the songs that became popular at that time was a rabbit dance song. Rabbit dances became popular from the 1930s on, I think. So anyway, one of those that became popular was a song which we call Íŋkpata, which is, just the first words to the song. And that was a rabbit dance song. And most rabbit dance songs are love songs. And love songs, what they do is a man would take the words of a woman, kind of like romantic words of a woman, take those words and then put it into a song. So all love songs, and therefore all rabbit dance songs, are actually the words of a woman speaking. Even though it's the men that sing it, when they sing the songs, it sounds like a woman talking. So the song Íŋkpata is actually a woman talking to her lover. And most of these are very, very short. The lyrics are just a few lines, just three or four lines long, and that's about it, I think. So the rabbit dance song Íŋkpata, somebody recorded that, and apparently they must have tape recorded it perhaps, and then just kind of made it public, so everybody picked it up, and it just became a popular rabbit dance song, only because that was probably the only one that anybody knew. So the words to the song are Íŋkpata nawajina shina chichoze ma'ea lechishkuana. So those are the words to the song, and that's again a woman talking. And so the words, the way the lyrics go together, are female expressions. The word Íŋkpata is a word that designates the I think it's talking about usually a creek, a small creek that flows into the river. It's a creek of water flowing into a river. And usually Íŋkpata refers to the point, point of beginning. So Íŋkpata, for example, if there's a creek that flows into a river, if you follow the creek back up towards its source, where it started from, it's usually uphill. And so Íŋkpata would be up there, up where the creek had its origin, whether it's coming out of a spring from the ground or wherever it's coming from. Basically, that's Íŋkpata. So what the words mean is that Íŋkpata, the woman is talking and she's saying, Íŋkpata, I'm standing up, kind of like on a hill again, I suppose, kind of where the spring starts flowing. I'm standing way up there. Íŋkpata nawaji. Nawaji means I'm standing. Na, of course, means and. Shina means a shawl, a blanket that you put around yourself. So it could be a shawl. Shina. And chichoze means I'm waving it to you. I'm waving that shawl to you, chichoze. It's a double, you can try, that's kind of like I think we call it in the grammar maybe a dative, to you or for you, perhaps. Yeah, it could, I'm waving a blanket or I'm waving my shawl to you or for you. In other words, waving the shawl is like calling him back, calling back my lover who is downriver, down towards the bottom of the spring. And so Shina Chichoze comes from Koza. So I'm waving the shawl to you, Chichoze. And then I'm saying Ma'ea, Ma'ea. And that's just a female expression that sort of means, those are kind of hard to translate it into English because unless I can think of an English woman speech that says the same thing, you know, and I don't know any. So she's kind of saying, hey, why not, you know, hey, listen to me or watch me or, yeah, see me waving my blanket at you or something like that, you know. Or why can't you see my shawl or something like, anyway, some expression that kind of goes, English expression that goes like that. So I'm waving the shawl at you, ma'ea, and then lechia means over here where I'm standing, lechia. So what they did was they changed that to lechish, lechish. And that's a contraction of saying, you know, back over here where I'm standing or whatever, you know. Again, it's these are idiomatic expressions that are hard to translate, and in fact they're like you can call them poetic expressions when they're put into a song. They're like poetic expressions in the language. So they say lechish, and then gu means to come back, gu. And so she says, lechish guwa, guwa na. It's kind of like guwa na is a soft command. Instead of saying guwe, she's saying guwa na. That's a soft command that women use. Okay. The hard command is guwa. Guwa ye is more like a very impersonal command, whereas guwa na is kind of like a soft command. So basically that's what she's saying. You know, she's calling her lover back to herself by waving her shawl, standing up on the hill, you know, up the creek, and waving to her lover, and she's saying, why not come back over here? Or why don't you come back over here? You know, it's kind of like what she's saying, I think. Well, that's a rabbit dance song. It's women speaking. And rabbit dance songs became popular in the 1930s. Now, before that, all love songs were actually round dance songs. So the dance that was most popular before the 1930s, was the round dance. And then somebody introduced the rabbit dance at that time in the 30s, so everything just switched over to the rabbit dance. So a lot of the songs are just love songs that the men made using the women's speech. And so, but the beat is similar to the round dance. It's an accented beat, and you dance to it. You dance to the accented beat. So it's not a straight 1 2 1 2 1 2 beat. You know, you sort of accent one beat. Every other beat, I think you accent it. So that's how you hit the drum. And then when you're singing, of course, your singing also follows the beat exactly. So they call that the rabbit dance song, and they dance it slow in pairs, man and woman, or women and women. So it's all men and women, couples dancing, just like they do like skating together or doing some kind of waltz, dancing together, but going in one direction, usually in a clockwise direction. So it's a couple's dance, if you will. They go around in a circle, 2 by 2, in a clockwise direction, and that's how they dance every time they, we never go counterclockwise. We never dance counterclockwise. So that's how they do the rabbit dance. The only time they back up, they don't turn around, they back up, is, like they sing 4 rabbit dance songs, one after another, without the tail. They put them all together. They sing 4 songs right after another, and after each other. And then at the last one, the 4th rabbit dance song, that's when they finally stop singing. They stop for a short while, and then they sing the tail, what they call a tail. So when they do that, or even before they do that, when they, actually when they sing the tail, that's the only time that the dancers dance backwards. And when they do that, that's just a signal that they want to stop dancing for a while. In other words, they've been dancing all night, so they want to stop for a short while. So they dance backwards, and when the singing stops, then everybody rests, including the singers. And then after a short rest, then they'll start again. But if they don't do that, they just keep dancing the rabbit dance 4 songs at a time, over and over, so they can dance all night if they want to. So basically, that's what that is. And those are the words to the song. And so let me sing that song for you. I'll sing one verse, and then I'll sing the tail. When they sing the tail, what they sing is the words to the song. In other words, the lyrics, just the lyrics. Songs are made up of vocables and lyrics. So they sing the whole pitch, the whole tune. First part of it, they sing using vocables, and then the second time they sing it is when they put the words in there. So they sing the vocables and the words, and then they start, if they want to keep singing, they just pick it up again after the words, and then they sing the vocables and then the words again. So they just keep going. Usually they don't go past 4, what they call, in English, we translate that into push-ups. In Lakota, we call it Íŋkpata. Íŋkpata topa, 4 kind of push-ups. And so they sing those, and then after they finish singing all that, every Lakota song has a tail. And like I said, the tail is just the words to the song. That's how every song ends, even the powwow songs. So I'll sing you a rabbit dance song, 1 through, it's Íŋkpata, the rabbit dance song. Okay, I'll use my stomach as a drum, so listen. Listen carefully. All right. Shina chi Jose Maya lechishkuanaya yo. And then the tail. Shina chi Jose Maya lechishkuanaya yo. So that is what they call the rabbit dance.